Hi TCMS, Mrs. Martin here with your second to last video of the semester. I know, bittersweet, but let's make the most of it and create a financial plan. If you went on Schoology already, you'll find this financial plan there. It'll prompt you to make a copy, and you can make as many copies as you want in case you make any errors or you accidentally delete a cell or a row, or maybe you just want a blank financial plan for yourself. The copies will be there on Schoology. Now, I don't want you to submit your actual finances. That might feel a little personal to some of us. So here is a pretend financial plan for a fictional person we will refer to as Greg. Okay, for the purpose of this activity, Greg is an 18-year-old college student. So let's go through a few things in this sheet together. In column B, we've got goal, debt, and amount. Okay, so this is strictly for listing those financial goals and debts. So you'll notice that you'll have nothing here in income because there's no goals or debts in income. Okay, and as you can see, as we scroll down a little bit here for goals, Greg owes quite a bit on several credit cards. Also notice that when he types in his accounts, a Visa, a MasterCard, a Target Red Card, and an auto loan, he includes the percent interest on those. This is going to be really important later. He's also included some of his non-debt goals, okay, his personal financial goals in this column, and he's got big plans. He's got an emergency fund, a retirement plan. He's got some ideas about what he'd like to spend for vacation, and looks like he's trying to buy a condo, okay, have some down payment on that condo. For some of you, you might not have this in your financial plan sheet. You might have more like a down payment on a car instead. So just some things to keep in mind as you look through the sheet. Just so that you're aware, I made this sheet from scratch with a little bit of help from a template from my professor. I just adjusted it a bit for our purposes. And our total row has some things set up for us, some formulas and functions in Google Sheets that help us add up the cells automatically. I've got some there. Notice when you make adjustments in here, again, everything's using sum to add up the sections for you. We learned these when making two-way tables in Unit 2, so I did them for you this time, but always something nice to review for yourself. Now let's look at, so that takes care of our goal, debt, amounts, because there's no goals or debts for expenses. Now we're going to go ahead and look at column C and check out this monthly plan. Okay, in this column, we're focusing our energy on balancing our financial inflow and outflow. So first, let's get happy about some income, okay? Greg makes about $1,800 every month. He makes a little extra on tips. And he also got some money from Grandpa on his birthday. And once again, the sheet sums up everything for us in this cell C8. Now we get to the plan for the credit card. So again, this is our monthly plan. And right now, this is Greg's plan for paying into his credit cards. Okay, and his plan to build up those accounts for his various goals. Finally, we come to his plan for spending on various expenses. This includes things like cable, groceries, gas, entertainment. When I say entertainment, I'm talking about extracurriculars, things like going to the movies with friends or making plans to go to Magic Mountain. You might not be going to Magic Mountain every month, but maybe you have at least one big plan every month. So he's estimating about $300 a month. We've also got things like utilities. In case you're not really familiar with that term, utilities is referring to things like water and power, gas, things like that. So now notice as I scroll down here, again, what our cell adds up this section of the monthly plan for us. Notice in this row 38, it asks us, how's the plan? Okay, pretty much, how's the plan going? And right now in our monthly plan, we are in the red. Oh no, that means there's a deficit. In other words, we're not getting enough income to support this current living with this plan. So that's where you come in. Your job in this assignment is to help Greg balance this plan and make it work. Okay, there are a few rules. Okay, you can't adjust Greg's income. And the biggest reason for that is it's hard to adjust this section of the plan. You can't just up and leave your job to get one that makes more money. That's a little trickier than maybe adjusting some of our expenses and goals. So for the purposes of this activity, you're not allowed to adjust Greg's income. Okay, on top of the fact that he can't really ask customers for bigger tips or ask grandpa for more birthday money. That would be highly inappropriate. So that means you are stuck adjusting your debt, your goals, and your expenses. Okay, so take into consideration what you think is important and then make cuts as necessary. Just so that you know, there are going to be many right answers as long as you have good reasoning behind your financial decisions. Once again, you're changing these boxes yourself and your total debt will adjust itself for you. And you'll change your plans for the goals, change your plans for the expenses. Okay, and just so that you know, down here, the cell takes care of all the math for you once again. So it takes Greg's income, it subtracts the payments on debt, subtracts your payments into your goals, and it subtracts the expenses. Okay, our goal right now is 0, not necessarily a surplus, because then that's saving more than you need, which isn't bad. But it means that you didn't put that extra money towards a goal, for example, a specific goal. So you'll know you're ready because I've conditionally formatted these cells. When they're 0, it'll turn yellow, so you're good. If it's green, that means you got that little extra, and maybe you should consider putting that little extra into a credit card or a personal goal, a non-debt goal. So just think about those things, and when you are ready to submit your final plan, and you're done making your adjustments, you are going to go to File, and we've done this before already, but just to do a quick run through, we will download, and Schoology accepts files, especially spreadsheet files, best as a PDF. Okay, that makes it the easiest for me to see. And you can go ahead and export this and submit the PDF on Schoology. Once you get your score, please click on your submission to see detailed feedback on your financial decisions. I'm going to include suggestions there. And then later this week, I will post our final video discussing the financial plan, discussing some options that you might have, and we're going to wrap up this final semester on TCMS. So think it through with this activity and have fun, and I look forward to talking to you in the last video. Bye-bye.